Good morning, Lobos, and happy September 1st. It is officially September, which is awesome. Feeling temperatures start to drop a little bit. It feels good. Today in ESS, it is an asynchronous day, so you will be working independently. Of course, I will be available for you if you have any questions. Go ahead and go through what we're doing today as a class. So go ahead and sign in, take your attendance for the day. I will hyperlink my instructions once they're done. A reminder to turn in those mystery checks that we worked on yesterday. Today you'll reflect a little bit on that activity, and then you're going to do a home measurement lab. So we're going to start to talk about how we collect data in science and why it's important to be incredibly precise as we collect that data. So your learning target today, I will determine why it's important to have a universal standard unit for measurement, and your success criteria is completing your home measurement lab today. Your assignment is posted in Classroom. It is the measurement lab. It's due tonight by midnight. So this first part, you're really going to reflect on what we did yesterday. So you're going to answer these questions here. Then you're going to discern between qualitative and quantitative data, and we'll talk about the significance of that tomorrow when we meet together. So a quick video, it's only about 2 minutes, and let me know what the difference is between qualitative and quantitative data. The second part, I'm going to ask you to get a little creative. So you're going to imagine that a zombie apocalypse has happened and that we are left in a world without regular social structure or standards of measurement. We will need to communicate with others and attempt to quantify what is left to the world around us using different measurement devices. So since we are not on campus and we don't have access to meter sticks and rulers and graduated cylinders and scales to measure things, we're going to get creative. So at home, I want you to find, you can use your hand, you can use a shoe and a water bottle or something similar. So if you cannot locate a shoe or a water bottle, find something else around you and just let me know what it is. And you're going to measure different things. And if it wasn't a whole number, so say you measure something and it's not quite a perfect number, estimate to the best of your ability how much of your hand or your shoe or your water bottle that is. So for an example, 1.5 shoes, 4.9 hands, and so forth. So you're going to measure with these 3 different standard units, and then you're going to answer some questions about that. Then you're going to investigate units that we use frequently in science, and we'll talk more about this tomorrow together. So there's just about 2 paragraphs to read right here and answer a few more questions. Then you're going to look up absurd measurements. So as we start to talk about how we measure in the United States, we are used to measuring in feet, right? So a mile has 5,280 feet in it. A foot has 12 inches in it. Well, that unit of standard measurement, a foot, literally came down to the size of a male's foot a long time ago. So we're going to compare our way of measuring compared to the metric system, which in science is what is universally used as a scientific community. So this should be fun. You'll play a little bit, you'll get up, you'll move around. And then this will be a great introduction for what we are doing tomorrow. So of course, Bows, if you have any questions, I am here for you. Reach out, shoot me an email. We can get together in video conference, and we will talk about this tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, Lobos. Bye.